Yeah, a very good afternoon, good evening to everyone present here. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I heard to both of the speakers, and it's really interesting to know about the sustainable use of AI. Sir has talked about, Jitendra sir has talked about, ma'am has talked about how we can make education accessible to for youth. I'll be talking about use of artificial intelligence in teaching and research. And let me share with you that it's an experiment which I conducted into my own classroom. So before 3 years, I was not using AI into my teaching because I teach at a higher education institution. So I wasn't using AI into teaching and research. And from last year, I have introduced this AI into my classroom for both teaching as well as research. Now, the observation from the students are that the time frame has reduced. So the efficiency of students has reduced. Previously, when I used to give them assignments, it was taking almost 3 to 5 days. Now that has reduced to 1 day. So the students are very happy to use this artificial intelligence into their teaching as well as assignment as well. But it has also given rise to certain problem, which I'll also be discussing over here. So there is no doubt that AI is immensely helping both educators as well as students across the globe. But there are downsides of it as well. So if you can look at the downside, which I felt, there is no variability into the various assignments that we are getting into the classroom. So our, as I mentioned, the time frame for the assignment has reduced by 1 day. But the kind when I was evaluating those assignments, what I was getting is that we're having the similar kind of responses. So students have used various AI tools, they have submitted a very fine innovative assignments, but the content of out of 40 students, almost there was similar content into the A. This was for the MBA students. The problem which were faced by the PhD scholar is that, though the time frame has been reduced, but they're facing the issue of plagiarism, similarity. So first, they are writing their draft by using the artificial intelligence. So there are lots of even in this presentation also I'll be talking about. There are almost 55 tools, AI tools, AI based tools which are used in research. But the downside of it is that they are writing their draft through AI. So it's artificial intelligence generated document, but they have to humanize the document again. So initially they felt that okay, fine, the time period has been reduced. But now when they're going to humanize the AI written content, that they're taking more time into it because whenever they're submitting any document on the on the any document on the journals, academic journals, they're asking for the AI report, they're also asking for the AI similarity report as well as the plagiarism. And then the similarity index is very high, so they are getting the either they have to work on those documents, and then it taking lots of time, so it is lots of rework which has taken place. Second issue that they're facing is that when they're going for the data analysis, and if they are putting their entire data and they're using the AI software for the data analysis, what they're getting is that there is a high probability of their data being becoming public. And then there were few instances where the participants has to rework on their data. Now let me share you the various tools that we have for for this part. So this is like there are 55 tools, and most of the participants have found them very useful in initial days. So let me take you to that domain.